So then, are we excited for our last session of the day? I can't believe time is just flying by. Y'all, I'm so excited. We have the Color Stack team, the people who are doing all of this behind the scenes, the people you don't even see, but they are right there. They're right here. They're right there. They're holding my hands. I love them. Y'all, we are going to invite two special people from the Color Stack team to the stage to answer all of your questions about ColorStack's Fall 24 Career Fair. I want to hear some noise for it. I want to hear some noise for it. Ah! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pass over the mic to Caleb Lewis, our operations manager, and Joanna Duarte, our program manager, who are amazing, health prepped, and ready for all things career fair. Y'all give it up for Caleb and Joanna. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Have fun.
Hey, thanks, Michelle Adama. You're the best. Really appreciate it. Hi there. Caleb Lewis here. I'm the operations manager here at ColorStack's. So first, just taking a second to introduce ourselves. So I am likely someone you haven't really heard from before, which to me is a good thing. I kind of focus on sort of the day-to-day operations, just making sure everyone has the tools they need. You may have seen or heard from me a little bit. Sometimes I'll run some Fem Fridays and whatnot. So hopefully it's only been good interactions. But yeah, I've been a member of the team since about 2020 October. So one of the older members of the team, and it's always been a blast. So feel free to say hi whenever you want, and I'm going to toss it over to Joanna now.
Hey all, happy Friday. Super excited to be here, like Caleb said. Yeah, we haven't talked to you in a while, so here we are. All things career fair today. Very excited for this because we just want to demystify some information that you all may be wondering about. So first and foremost, we have this two big events in August, right? We have this Stacked Up Summit now, and we have the career fair. And people are wondering, what is the difference between the two? And all of that good stuff. So we are going to share this information with you all. And Caleb is actually going to help me with the very first question and really tell me what is the difference between the in real life Stacked Up Summit and the career fair. That way you all have all the information that you need after today going into August. So Caleb, can you answer that for us, please?
Yeah, really great question. I'll do my best to answer clearly. So for some of you Fem Friday and ColorStack veterans, you'll recognize the Stacked Up Summit has been this thing we do virtually in the fall and in the spring. Well, we decided that what we wanted to do is start this in-person conference, this in-person summit, which we're starting on this small scale. I'm sure you've heard a lot about that already. It's limited in scope, 150-ish, 175-ish people attending in person. Something that we're really proud of and excited about, that in-person Stacked Up Summit. That took that Stacked Up Summit name because in a lot of ways we see it as kind of the beginning of a jewel for us. Though we wanted to continue to do that virtual aspect. But we realized that doing all of these summits, doing all of this might be a bit much to ask. And so what we've done is what used to be known as the Stacked Up Summit is now the virtual career fair. Will continue to happen in the fall and the spring. It will both be, well, at least the fall one will be 2 days. So not the 3 that sometimes it has been in the past, but that 2. And it'll be a little less, I guess, full. So you'll still get main stage speakers, you'll still get boothing. But it'll be focused on that. And part of that, we really wanted to give you all the opportunity to get the most out of it that you actually want out of it beyond just all of the extra fun things we like to enjoy, but really make it a bit more efficient. Does that kind of answer that question, Joanna? Does that anything you want to add on that?
Of course. And that's really what it is, y'all. It's not changing in the sense if you attended a career fair or a previous quote unquote Stacked Up Summit before. Virtually, it's not changing in terms of content, who our partners are going to be there, the career fair aspect. But the dates, Caleb, do you have those dates for us?
That is yes, I do. Though I actually seem to have moved them out of my slide. That is
I got you.
You got it.
All right. So the dates, y'all, are going to be August 22nd and 23rd. So that Thursday, Friday. Some of you might be going back to school. Some of you might, be traveling and doing those internships. So just plan accordingly. It will be August 22nd and 23rd. And of course, we always start, Pacific time. It's an early start. Eastern time is a little bit later because we do work on that Eastern time zone when it comes to this. So just be ready for that usual, I believe, like 10 a.m. start Eastern. So just might be 11. Don't quote me on that. We're still finalizing the schedule, but we're really excited to see you there. Now, the next question really is who can attend the Stacked Up Summit? The Career Fair. And it's going to continue to be members only. So that last year we made the decision to make sure that it was members only. So you all will get priority for everything. It used to be open to a lot of folks outside of ColorStack. So if you have friends that you're like, they would totally benefit from this, and they're not ColorStack national members yet, then they need to start applying now so we can review their applications prior to the virtual career fair. Just make sure that they do qualify to be ColorStack members. Remember, it's not just about what I look like. It's also about my majors, my class standing, all of that good stuff that we take into consideration when we're reviewing applications. So it's members only, like Rami said, members only, baby. That's right. Super excited about that. All right, Caleb, I'm going to ask you another question. So help me out with this one. How do we register?
Great question. So you'll register via your member profile. That registration is not quite open yet, but it will be open for pre-registration once Fan Friday ends. So keep your eye out for that. We do have a great lineup of events. So I know y'all be so you'll be able to meet with a lot of these companies virtually, like I mentioned, the boothing, the sessions, things like that. So again, registration hasn't opened yet, but it will open after the end of this Fan Friday. We'll have some extra news to share about that pre-registration that we're super excited about in a minute, just to kind of pique your interest there. But yeah, no, super excited about it. And again, registration hasn't opened yet, but it will soon. So keep your eye out for that. And again, that'll be through the member profile. So then kind of following up, Joanna, just a question for you. What companies will be in attendance? Who should we expect?
Oh, okay. So some of the folks that you should expect are some of the folks that you might have seen today. I don't know, Figma. But we'll continue to reveal companies who will be attending in the run up to the event. But you've seen people like NVIDIA before, Duolingo, LinkedIn, Reddit, etc. So as soon as we can't give it all away today. We do have all the names though, but you will find out as you keep in touch with us on social media, on our channels, all of that good stuff, because we are going to give you all that information. So definitely something to be excited about. I will say that a lot of members have received offers through the career fair in the past. You do have this lovely ColorStack community of support. So please remember, this is for you. We do this for you. We want to support you. We want to make sure that you are at the front of innovation when it comes to technology. So please, if you can attend to just help you get really set before a lot of companies are posting their roles in the fall, and you can start that interview process. Caleb, it's 2 days. It's a 2-day event. Do I need to attend both days?
Great question. No, you don't. We definitely recommend it. Get as much face time as possible. But we know that you're students. You have a busy schedule. That's why it is 2 days. That's really the reason. So you have plenty of opportunities. For the most part, boothing, I know that's what a lot of people tend to be interested in. That will range between 2 and 4:30 or 2:30 and 5 those days. So there should be plenty of time to hit the ones that you're super excited about. And I would recommend that if you have only a sliver of time, focus on your the ones you're really excited about. If you have extra time, check in there. But no, you don't have to go both days. I've also seen in the chat that some people are asking like, hey, is it limited, in scope, who can go? It's not a application based one. I've seen Jennifer say this, and I want to amplify that. It's not application based. It is open to all students. There's no cap to how many people can attend. So I'm super excited. So everybody, like, definitely feel free to come and enjoy it. So yeah, again, you don't need to attend both days, but of course, if you have the time, we definitely recommend it. So in the past, Joanna, there's usually been a resume book that's associated with it. Some students might remember that. How do people submit their resume book this time?
Oh my gosh, y'all. So, Rami has been doing quite a few Fem Fridays with some really amazing new demos and whatnot, but we are streamlining everything. So all of your resumes, you're going to upload them via your member profiles. If you have not actually looked at your member profile, everything's going to be via your member profile. The details on when the resume book will open will be shared at a later date. But member profile streamlined, all your information is already there. For those of you that are attending the Stacked Up Summit and you were able to upload your resume, it's going to be basically the same process, but this is going to be specific to the career fair. So you'll be able to see that. So please make sure that you upload your resume on time, because I will tell you, you will have a deadline, right? So make sure that you upload it on time. We did, there is so many more of you than there are of us. So make sure that you're helping us get those resumes to the companies in a timely manner. So member profile it is. And like Caleb mentioned earlier, registration will open today. But we have a special announcement regarding registration. So Caleb, take it away.
Thank you. Yeah. So starting today, there will be a pre-registration period from today until 7/31. I think that's July 31st. So kind of over this weekend period. So everyone who registers will receive a promo code 35% off purchases over $30. So emails will go out every day starting tomorrow evening up until August 1st. So, get those registrations in early. I might be freezing. Okay, no. Yeah, I might be freezing. But so let me know if you didn't catch that. But again, anyone who registers early during the mentioned period will get a special promo code. And again, that's 35% off for purchases over $30. And we do kind of have this special limited time, like denim on denim thing, merch that has been designed by our wonderful team. Tennille is like amazing. Definitely want to shout that out. So again, emails will be going out tomorrow evening up until I think August 1st. Joanna, does that capture the specialness, the funness of that?
It sure does. So this is really exciting. Y'all take, Mercy says, y'all take all my money. Yeah, definitely rep. But one of the biggest things, y'all, like Caleb said, we've never done a discount special for early registrations for the career fair. So this is brand new. So please continue to register. Once that is over, it's just regular registration, and we'll have more information on when the deadline to register will be, because there will also be a deadline. And like Jennifer said, if you are right on time, that means that you are late. So submit those resume books, your resumes early, register early to save your spot. You're getting, we're going to be sending out information via email, Slack announcements, newsletter, all of that good stuff. So now I'm going to ask Tiffany if you can put any more questions that we haven't answered for us to be able to answer from the Q&A.
Great. Actually, I'll own the bringing the Q&A to the stage.
I see on the chat though about, will there be scholarships? The career fair is a free event to all ColorStack members. It's a member only event, so there's no scholarship necessary because it's also a virtual event. All right, Caleb, go for it.
Awesome. So this is the first one of the first ones that I saw. When does that resume book open? That is a great question. I actually don't know if I have that date off the top of my head. I think that's still something that we're trying to figure out the best timing for. It'll likely be after this pre-registration period. Joanna, have you heard anything about the time frame on that on the career fair specific resume book?
Yes, it will provide you all more information on when it will open in the coming weeks. I'm gonna say let us get through the in real life stacked up summit, and then you'll probably get that information right after. If not right before, but definitely just bear with us because again, the in real life event is next week. So you all like we are literally like off on Friday. We got 3 days, and then we got the summit. So, but you're not going to miss that information because Jennifer is going to put it on Slack. Jennifer's going to send it via the newsletter. And when the resume book opens, you should see a lovely green button on your member profile saying resume book. So make sure you're checking your member profile.
A big one. Will we have a day-by-day breakdown as well? So again, we'll share more information as we get closer, including that full schedule. And so definitely, and that will also be available during the event. So you can kind of plan out those days early. Again, that's something we're kind of figuring out with our sponsor what makes the most sense. But for that will be coming and will be on the way. Again, like generally speaking, it will be like that afternoonish will be speakers, and then from like that 2:30 to 4:35 will be boothing. Anything to add on that, Joanna?
No, we do like not aside from that we have a tentative schedule already, but we are not going to share that until we definitely have those confirmed. Sometimes life happens and companies may need to change a date or a time, so just be on the lookout for it.
Let's see. Oh, this might be an interesting question for you, Joanna. Definitely feel free to punt because I know it's a bit of a ambush, but I think you might be uniquely suited to answer. Can we buy bulk merch for a ColorStack chapter?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. I don't know who sent the question, but can you send me a DM on Slack, please? Thanks. The answer is yes, absolutely.
So just reach out to Joanna and she'll be able to help you out there. Let's see. Great. Will there be any prep before the career fair? If you don't, putting maybe in the chat kind of what a little you might mean for that, like any specific. I guess if you're talking about like last year, the summit, we did kind of send out like an attendee guide, like, hey, here are some best practices for you. Here's maybe some questions to ask, or here's kind of maybe a quick review of your resume, or things to watch out for. Here's maybe what to wear and present yourself. I do anticipate we're going to be doing that again. Some edits. But I don't know if we'll do any like specific events or other prep work. But we do want to make sure that you're ready to go. So like keep an eye out for like an attendee guide or other sort of posts. If I'm understanding your question right, Joanna, any additional thoughts on that?
Yes. One of the biggest things, y'all, always look back on Fam Friday videos of like updating your resume. You had a fantastic resume workshop today. Additionally, remember that just because this is a virtual event, that doesn't mean that you should not show up ready to be seen on video, especially when it comes to the career fair, right? So just all the stuff that we have like talked about in the past continue to stand, because during the career fair you will be able to have your videos on to actually interact with recruiters during that time, be able to like unmute yourself. So always, even if it's just top up, be ready to interact, ask questions, all that good stuff. But the attendee guide will be coming, and then if we can, we'll definitely continue to do more of like know before you go sessions, or even like do weekly tips on Slack for you all.
Awesome. I've seen a couple kind of thoughts, questions, just to like confirm this career fair in fall is virtual. It's on Air Meet. It's completely virtual, just like Fam Friday, just a little bigger, a little more full, a little more exciting. So just want to confirm there. Uh, um, let's see. I had a question, but it disappeared. Where did it go? Somebody was kind of asking what the resume book is, and that's on. Essentially, it's we collect your resumes, and then we share that list, that book, with our partners, along with some information about you, but largely the resumes. And it's a little bit more in detail than that. We tend to ask who your top companies are, things like that. But like what it comes down to is essentially a big chunk of resumes that we hand to partners. Let's see. Um, Sorry, just trying to look through some more of these questions.
There's a question about would there be on-site interviews at the career fair? It kind of depends on the company, honestly. We will share your resume book, and they decide what their process looks like. A lot of the companies, I will tell you, because it is August, some of them will not have even published their positions publicly yet. So you might be getting firsthand information regarding what they're hiring for. It might be like you'll be able to apply, but they'll see your resume, and because you are a ColorStack member and they're one of our partners, they'll be able to expedite the reviewing process to see if you qualify for the roles.
Awesome. Yeah, great question. Let's see. I see this question. How do we upload the resume profile? Joanna, I think you kind of went over that one already. Just a quick refresher for anybody who may have missed it. It will be in the member, for the resume book, that'll be its own special thing. Though I can't remember myself how to add it to your own member profile. Joanna, do you remember, just to the regular one, if there is a resume function?
Yeah, so as soon as Rami launches the resume book opening, like once we know you all when it's gonna open there, and you go into your member profile, you'll see a button that says resume book, and you'll be able to upload it there. It's not launched yet, so just letting you know. Once it is, you will see it. We will announce it, and you'll have a time period to be able to submit.
Really great question. Any advice for people who cannot attend the in-person summit? I'll say, at least from my point of view, that I think the virtual career fair is the perfect thing to go to instead, if you couldn't go to that IRL summit next week. So again, it's later. You'll have time to prepare, and so I really think this is that time then to kind of put your best self forward, really prepare, get that resume sparkly and shiny, and really come and listen to some of, I think, the really great sessions that we're going to have as well, which will help you through the rest of the process. I mean, Joanna, anything else you'd like to add on that one?
All good. It's true.
Awesome. Let's see. Any other questions? We've talked about this a little bit, but just kind of also good for more clarity. So, Joanna, what time of day is the career fair?
Yeah, so it's going to be Thursday and Friday. So Thursday, we're going to start at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and we end at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday, we're going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern and end at 4:30 Eastern. So Friday is going to be a half an hour earlier. So just something to note. We'll do our speaker sessions, and then we'll move right into the career fair afterwards. So Chelsea, it really kind of just depends on your time zone, if it's going to be afternoon or morning for you. But I do want to make sure that we go over the details again, right? So ColorStack's Fall 2024 Career Fair. When? It's going to be August 22nd and 23rd. And definitely it's going to be on Meet, which you already are here. You're already using it. So really in August, there's no Fun Friday. We have a career fair. So it'll be a 2-day event. And then of course, registration will open today via your member profile after today's Fun Friday, and the details on the resume book will come later. They'll register today until July 31st. Will receive a special promo code for 35% off any purchases off the merch store that are $30 or above. So yeah, those are my details. We will be sending out emails daily between today and August 1st, because those of you that register on July 31st will receive your email on August 1st, receiving your promo code. So just something to be very mindful about.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, so it's super exciting. Like Joanna mentioned, we have the speakers beforehand. I think welcome session starts around like 11:30, 12 Eastern. And so there's definitely like, it's a whole half day, I guess, of events, which is super exciting. One thing I wanted to answer real quick that I saw is the discount for merch, or do we have to pay to attend the career fair? I want to be very clear. The career fair is completely free to attend. It's like Joanna said, it's like Fam Friday. It's on AirMe, completely free to attend. The discount is for the merch if you sign up early. So just want to like definitely double clarify that it is that to attend the virtual career fair August 22nd, 23rd is completely free. So no worries there. We really want to make it as accessible as possible. And part of the reason that we are limiting it to just members is it's really important that you, our loyal base, get the most efficient use of your time, that it's not being diluted by people who aren't members of the community or aren't representative of who we really want to serve. So that is a huge part of it. Yeah, somebody else I see asked that same question. So just want to confirm, completely free, really want to make it accessible. Let's see. So Joanna, what advice do you have for attendees to prepare effectively for and maximize their experience? We talked about this a little bit. We're going to be sending out some student attendee guides, things like that. But Joanna, for you, anything you kind of want to add that like maybe might give these students like an early head start on some of that prep?
Absolutely. First and foremost, a lot of you are asking about like a resume book and all of that stuff. So now that you know that this is happening, start working on that resume. Really, right? Get feedback from people. I would also reach out to your fellow ColorStack family members and ask them, hey, especially if you've never done this before, how was your experience at the previous career? What sessions did you attend? What was the experience? I've never done a virtual career before. What was your experience like in a booth via Meet? So definitely talk to each other. But again, pretend like this is going to be like an in-person event, or you're having an online class where your camera is required to be on. So definitely be ready to ask questions, be on video, all of that good stuff. It's just like you would be going into an in-person event. It's just online, just like you're seeing Caleb and I right now, but we're still having a conversation with each other and with you all as we're reading all of your chat messages and questions. Know your resume. You got that earlier. Watch all Fam Friday videos, including like the videos from today where you got like this really amazing resume piece. You got Isaac's session on networking this morning. So definitely there's things for you to be able to help you to prepare. And we typically do provide in the attending guide, like we'll highlight some of the sessions from previous Fridays that you can find the links much more easily accessible.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for that answer. Yeah, no, really Great advice. I love that. Some gems. Another question that we have is, when does registration end? So, we've talked a lot about this pre-registration period. Again, starts today until the 31st. But of all the registration, there will still register after this sort of pre-registration period. I don't know if we have a specific cutoff date yet, but I imagine, based on past events, that it will be the week of the sometime that week of the career fair, likely in the few days before. Again, because it is just members, that does make it a bit easier. So keep your eye out for that. We will probably share more specific dates, but it'll likely be of the career fair. We really want to make sure everyone hears about it, and so even if you hear about it last minute, you can still join. Is kind of generally that thought process. Yeah, Joanna, any other thoughts on that?
Yeah, I will add, if you have friends that qualify to be ColorStack members, don't have them join at the very last minute, because we will put a pause period on reviewing applications as we're prepping for this event. So if they apply super last minute, I'm applying August 16th, the career fair is, August 22nd, I'm probably not going to get in because my application will not be reviewed at that point. So tell them now, tell them early, get them to be members now, just because, again, this event only happens twice a year. And it's coming up, y'all. It's going to be in less than a month. So be ready.
Yeah, great question. Great and great answer. Yeah, 100%. Do know that, like, we want to reward value people who are members and have been members, and so the earlier, if you know somebody who would be interested, the earlier you can get them to apply and become a member. Just because we want to make sure it's the best experience for people who have been with us for a minute. So yeah, I think that would be probably it for us today. We really appreciate the questions. Hopefully you found this useful. We want y'all to be super excited about it. It has historically been one of our best attended events, this sort of virtual career fair. And so definitely we want to keep that ball rolling, because everything we do is for y'all. 100%. We're just, it's why we exist. We want y'all. And so we just continue to try and make decisions to make that as highly successful and as doable as possible. So that's really the goal here. So I think that's kind of going to be it for us. So yeah, Joanna, any other final words? Any final thoughts?
I want you all running towards your member profile right now, because registration is live. So open that extra tab, start registering now. You'll definitely see everything in there. So thank you to Rami, and back to Michelle Adana.
Woo! Yeah. Are you guys? Whoa. Okay. Are you guys running right now? Are you guys running right now? That was amazing. Thank you so much, Caleb and Joanna. Literally amazing. Literally answer every question I ever have ever. So thank you so much. Y'all, with that being said, that is the end of our Fam Friday for July. OMG. The next time I see you at the job fair, at the career fair, y'all attempting to do your thing, everything you've learned, every Fam Friday, all the information you've gathered, that's the time to make it shine. Absolutely. So thank you so much for really coming through, staying throughout the whole day, and really advocating for yourself. I always say that y'all show up, and it's a Friday in July. You know what I'm saying? Have so much fun throughout the rest of your summer. Make sure you're really taking all the opportunities that are coming your way and being intentional about how you're spending your time, right? Obviously we have pinned in the chat our Fam Friday feedback form, so if you could go ahead and tell us how you felt about it, what you want more of, what you want less of. As the ColorStack team just said, everything was for y'all. So when y'all let us know how you feel in the feedback, it truly just goes straight back into programming. So definitely let folks know how you feel, how you enjoyed it, and anything else you want to let us know. Giveaway winners will be emailed next week following the event, so you can redeem your prize. And thank you all so much for joining us today. Keep the positive vibes going, stay prepped and ready, and let's make the rest of July amazing. Until the next time I see you, right, at the career at the job fair, right? But then our next Fan Friday is gonna be in September, right? Right? We're gonna have some time. And I'm so excited to see you there as well. Y'all, make sure that y'all are following ColorStack.org on Instagram up there, as well as ColorStack on LinkedIn. Follow me, your host, Michelle Adana, for silly videos and silly thoughts. For now, happy Leo season. Have an amazing rest of your day and your weekend. Congratulations on being such a baddie for being here with us right now. And enjoy the rest of your summer. I'll see y'all. Bye.